ロム、続きからやっていきます。今度はマイクを切らないように気をつけると、翔太郎は亡くなった。出よ。
I don't think it's coming back.
うん。さて、戻るか。お
Shit! What the hell are you doing back here?
本当は嬉しいんでしょ？
Wait, let me guess. You stole some of my files, or hacked my brain, or used telepathy or some shit. Found out someone else got hit by your little ghost in the machine, and when you got there, found out he was deader than new disco.
おお、正解だ。
That close enough?
Bing bong.
That is distressingly accurate.
Well, it wasn't much of a damned guess. Charlie Nova is dead.
え？チャーリー・ノバが死んだの？
What? Charlie is...
The
Nande?
auto cab he was in drove him right off the bridge and into the bay. It's been all over the news for the last 10 minutes, and I'm not looking to be next. I'm getting the hell out of Neo-SF, and I'm gonna forget that I ever saw you, ever knew Charlie, ever gave a shit about any of this.
それがいい。
Hell, maybe I'll pick up a new career. I'm less likely to get murdered for being a fry cook, that's for damn sure. Have a good life!
Oh no! No, 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 no! Why is this happening? There was no one in that car! No heat signatures, no wireless emissions, nothing! That wasn't even an auto cab! It's a manual!
どうしてそんなことが可能なんだ？やばいな、どんどん人が死んでいく。
I don't know!
死神じゃん、完全。
I don't know, I don't know, I don't know! That's it! This is too much! I've had enough! I don't care who's controlling the news anymore! Almost everyone we've talked to so far has died, and I can't live with any more blood on my hands!
でもこうなってくると死んでない人の中に犯人がいるっていう話になってくるよね。
We're not investigating this lead any further!
ジンに会ってから殺人事件が起こりだした。いや、でも元はといえば、ペイデンの捜索からだもんな。
As of right now!
これは君のせいじゃないよ、チューニング。
I'm just done! We're completely out of leads, and I can't even imagine watching anybody else die. I couldn't handle that! We have more pressing avenues of inquiry to make. Let's move on.
オートタクシーならともかくマニュアル操作のトラックで突っ込んできたってことは、あれには犯人乗ってたのかな。チャプター4。 22日。どこまであるのか。
Well, we should go to Melody's home and at least meet her.
メロディーね。
Can I help you?
うん。ちょっと話そう。
Let's keep at the path we're on.
あ、もう元に戻ったか。では行こう。フラワーマンション。これが選択肢。ジンの場合とは反対のところか。集中しな、チューニング。
What is it? Why do you feel the need to pester me so? I'm just thinking. Give me a moment. Sorry. Back on task. Is there anything you'd like to know before we head inside?
これ聞いたらまた自分で調べろって言うんじゃないの。ああ。博士はメロディーと仲違いしたって言ってなかったっけ？
He did, and I can't shine much light on that. I know that System 1 worked with Flower to help develop the first operating systems for the Direct Link virtual reality implants, so perhaps it happened during that time.
VR インプラントだからさっきのおじいさんの件とも関わるっちゃ関わるのかな。
Also, Flower eventually went with a different company for future models of the implant, but there was never any public talk of a personal falling out between the heads of the companies. I'll scrape the mesh for more rumors, but they'll only be that, rumors. I can do my best to parse fact from fiction, but it blurs too much for me to be sure what's real.
うん。フラワーサイバネティクスってなんだろう。
Flower Cybernetics was established in the early 2000s by Melody's mother, Antonella. It started out developing cutting-edge medical tech, including advanced prosthesis and nanoparticle diagnostic and treatment technologies. They were vastly successful when they perfected the first synthetic nerve mesh, allowing direct connection and control between the nervous system and a cybernetic prosthesis.
へえ。ちょっと近未来感あるな。
The majority of their early projects were defense technologies for the American military, developing ruggedized military prosthesis for use on injured soldiers, and then eventually electively for special forces.
ああ、すごい。
This research line culminated in the development of brain-controlled androids as shock troops, long since barred by international law. Melody took over the company from her aging mother, and she fought against developing further military hardware from that point on.
軍用機器の開発には反対。
She pushed the company to use the BCA technology for the company's original goals of medical advancement, as well as developing the first direct link virtual reality implants. The company is largely successful on a global scale, despite continued legislative movement against extensive cybernetic use, especially brain implants.
なるほど。これも聞いておくか。メロディについて何か知っていることは？
Not a whole lot. She's largely private, in contrast to her mother's penchant for courting a media circus. Several biographies of former Flower executives show her as intensely passionate about demilitarizing the company to the point of absolute viciousness in the boardroom.
へえ。
But it's been a long time since her days of fighting for the company, and she's since stepped away from the helm. There's talk that she's lost her spine in her old age, but... Well, I'd take that with a grain of salt. She may have retreated from the corporate battlefield, but you don't change the entire direction of a company as large as Flower if you're a quitter. Stay on your toes.
中に入ってみよう。
No time like the present, then. These tall shrubs could line the estate of a Victorian duke. They're that stuffily pleasant to look at.
へえ。あ、これクマなんだ。等身大よりやや小さめと思われるクマの像が屋敷の入り口を護衛するように設置されている。しかも、みたい。取るがいいだろう。取れるものなら。かっこいい。やあ、クマさん。元気か、クマ。黙ってないでなんか言ってほしい、クマ。主人公バカだ。これは困ったクマね。これどこまで行くんだろう。ここはあくまでにらめっこを続けるクマね。瞬く間に時間が過ぎていくクマ。よくまあそんなにじっとしていられるクマね。クマ、あ、すまんってことか。ってことはこれで終わりかな。
You don't destroy the Ursine aesthetic.
はーい。暗い色の木のドアが入り口に設置されている。はめ込まれたガラス越しに小さな玄関ホールが見える。入ってみましょう。すみません。クマ。間違えじゃないよね。何も言うな、チューニング。あれはクマだ。
We meant no disrespect.
死んだふりをするんだ。
Your guess is as good as mine. Mine says we can go in.
ぽいね。
Should we?
どう使おう。お邪魔します。
Oh, wow. Swanky.
へえ、シャレオツってスイーティーって言うんだ。まあ、スイーティーは使うけど、シャレオツっていう役をそこに当てはめたんだね。スイーティー？
What? I have been trying to increase my usage of colloquialisms.
いつ覚えたんだろう。
Is swanky too out of date?
It's certainly before my time.
あ、白髪なんだね。あ、これが髪の毛だと思ったけど、これはソファーの一部か。綺麗な淑女だ。
Oh, Miss Flores! Excuse us for the intrusion. My name is Turing, and...
Oh, I know who you are.
そ れは光栄だ。
I can explain. I know you don't like Dr. Fairlight very much, but I assure you there's a situation.
Fairlight? I didn't realize Hayden's research had become a charity case.
どういうこと？彼のチャリティー活動。ヘイデンとも面識があるのか。
Though I suppose little boy Yannick will throw money at anything that raises his profile on the mesh.
ああ、貫禄ある。
Wait, you know Hayden? Also, we actually only just met Dr. Fairlight yesterday.
あ、そうか。時間的にはフェアライト博士と会ったのは、というか病院に投げ込まれたのは昨日。投げ込まれて起きたのが昨日か。そっから3人も死んだんだもんな。
Oh, that's too bad. Now Pat won't have to eat you.
これか。よかった。
What?
Though I'm not sure your gears would have been good for his digestion.
Actually, madam, I'm not comprised of gears.
ジュボ、そこじゃないぞ。
Well, either way, he's on a diet.
ダイエット。
This philosophy is how I lead my life. Sometimes you eat the bear, and sometimes the bear, well, he eats you.
どういうことでしょう。なんだろう、弱肉強食的なことかな。それとも相互扶養的なことなのか。
Do you understand?
Not really.
はっきり言ったな。
Look, I don't have all day to entertain you, Turing, nor your new friend. Not even for Hayden. You don't have time to waste if you're going to find him either.
彼を探すならって言ってるからやっぱり死んではいないのか。なると死んだって言ってあの話は嘘になるんだよね。
Right.
猫。この上なく高貴な外見のロボット猫がペインティングチェアの上にきちんと行儀よく座っている。ひどく退屈そうな表情をするだけだ。なんとまあ、なでよ。リリーっていう名前なんだ。ロム、でモニターもあって、ガーデニングロムもある。繊細な感じの注ぎ口から細い湯気が立ち上っている。イチゴを見る。これまで見たことがないような巨大なイチゴがコーヒーテーブルの上の皿に乗っている。食べよう。食べないのか。綺麗すぎて食べるのがもったいない。あるいはそもそも装飾目的で置かれているのかもしれない。リッチや。リッチだ。使用人の仕事。使用人ってロムかな？それともお前か？モニター。メディアブリッツの一番新しい回が流れている。10代の俳優と政治家の娘が島で合いびきをしたということについて特集している。いいじゃん、合いびきぐらい。
Media Blitz disabled touch interactivity on their show after the appearance of their new host, a former swimming champion, led to thousands of screens being fondled into discreet air.
そうか、触りたかったんだね。まあ、綺麗な筋肉だし。側面についているエンブレムによると、これは R051E893 ユニットとのことだ。パッドの横でスリープモードに入りつつ、インストゥルメンタルの音楽を再生している。あ、これか。音楽だね。ああ、デリケートなんだ。お高いんだね、きっと。ルームコントロール。室温はとても低く設定されており、凍えるほど寒い。お前の仕業だな。この化石のような機械の操作方法がわかるのは、メロディーと考古機械学者の連中だけだろう。へえ。噴水がある。庭に大きな噴水が設置されている。その心地よい音色は部屋の TV や環境音にかき消されてほとんど聞こえない。ガーデニングロム。マルコムモデルのロムが庭の手入れをしている。プランター。あ、気象コントロールもされるんだ。中には生き生きとした旬の植物が茂っている。パッと
Melody keeps unusual company.
友達なのかな。
Ursus maritimus, if I'm not mistaken. That might be why the temperature controls are set so low in here.
だろうね。確かにあれはホッキョクグマだね。間違いない。
I wasn't aware you knew the scientific name of the species. Ooh, has my interest in proper nomenclature started to rub off on you?
はいはい。白いクマだったらホッキョクグマ以外にいないでしょ。
Plenty. Have you heard of a Kermode bear, also known as a spirit bear? Or he could be a white-faced black bear, or even a pisley. But he's not. It's a polar bear.
話してみよう。グルル通じてない。あ、メロディーの執事。そうなんだ。私こういうものです。鼻先で笑ったような気がしたが、気のせいだろうか。気のせいでしょ。メロディー・フローレス、フラワー・サイバネティクスグループのオーナーであり、ナノマシン推進者でもある。すごいね。メロディーを使うってなんだ。話しかけよう。
If you were one of Fairlight's worker bees, you wouldn't have made it through the door. So why are you here to badger me about poor Hayden?
You have me at a disadvantage, Ms. Flores. You seem far ahead of us on this matter.
Just call me Melody, darling. And of course. But I'll share a secret or two with you.
ありがとう、マダム。
I have so many questions. Do you know what's happened to Hayden?
I wish I didn't. Maybe you don't want to either.
Please, Melody, any information you might have. We haven't had access to any of his research notes and couldn't track down any collaborators he may have been working with.
結局何も分かってないからね。
Perhaps if we know more, we might be able to nail down a solid motive.
Well, I don't know if I can speculate on that beyond the usual corporate infighting. Not that Parallax is known for that, of course. We had been catching up recently, and he mentioned feelings of being watched. He started to worry he had been discussing your development with the wrong people.
教える人物を間違えてしまった。
When he stopped returning my calls, and now that you've shown up with a total stranger, it becomes clear what happened.
I see. Can you tell us anything else about his disappearance?
Oh, I'm afraid not, dear. I've been around long enough to know what's coincidence and what isn't.
そうでないものの違いがわかる。
We were hoping you might be able to shine some light on my origins. Fairlight mentioned that you had worked with Hayden in the past.
I see Hayden didn't neglect curiosity in your personality makeup. Well, you and I haven't properly met, but considering how often Hayden badgered me for design schematics of Flower's latest neural implants, I might as well be your aunt? We'll go with that. I wouldn't mind being an aunt, even to a blue-headed robot.
I'm touched, Melody.
Well then, I'm willing to answer your questions for now.
どのような形でヘイデンのチューニング作成に協力を？
Indeed, I don't see the connection between your company and Hayden's research into machine sapience.
Oh, Hayden wasn't researching machine sapiens. At least not primarily. Not to diminish the importance of your creation, Turing, but it's best you know the truth. Hayden is mainly interested in developing a way to transfer human consciousness into a machine matrix.
人間の意志を機械の中に転送することに興味を持っていた。つまり箱としてチューニングみたいなものがいくつもできていたら、人間はその中にダウンロードして、ダウンロードというかインストールかして寿命を得ることもできたりするわけか。
You can see why neural implants would obviously be an integral part of that.
Oh, I didn't realize.
擬態化みたいなものだよね。あなたの関与についてももう少し教えてもらえる？
Phew, if you can even call it involvement. It's a small city, and if you're in the tech sector, you are never more than 2 degrees removed from anyone else.
こ
When
んだ
he
ね。
started looking into this pet project of his, he came right up to my door and demanded access to the research logs behind our earlier implants. Cheeky, but it was impactful and disruptive, as they like to say around here. I couldn't care less about Flowers' patents anymore, so I gave him what he wanted, just to see what he would do. I'm frankly more impressed than I expected I would be, but don't tell him that.
Don't worry. I won't.
Oh, that was a compliment, dear.
人間の意思をデジタル化することと、チューニングの作成がどうやって結びついたの？
The concept of transferring the human mind into a computer has been an attractive goal for decades.
うん。
Functional immortality is a powerful lure.
でしょうね。
The brain is an immensely complicated machine, and even though we know the right buttons to push to make pictures show up, we still can't replicate the entire thing as a technological construct.
あ、まだ電脳化はできてないの？
Even with the virtual reality implants, we're really just relying on the brain's ability to make sense of nonsensical signals.
うん。
So Hayden decided the best way to make a machine more like the human brain would be to work in the opposite direction.
反対のアプローチ。
Instead of mimicking how the human brain worked, he started writing code that mimicked the functioning of the human mind. Think of it like convergent evolution. Two species adapt in similar ways, but on completely different continents. Hayden is a crack programmer when it comes to information collating. It's why Parallax hired him when they did. So he wrote a bunch of self-modifying learning algorithms that were, frankly, baffling and let them loose.
うん。厨房にも当てはまる。
Poke and prod them here and there to make sure they value the same things humans do. And we eventually end up with you, Turing.
Interesting. Hayden never revealed any of this to me.
I imagine he's pretty tight-lipped. You were the first prototype he considered a real success, and he was afraid of contaminating your development before he had a chance to make good observations.
ヘイデンはチューニングの作成に熱心ではなかったと。
I didn't say that. Hayden was quite interested in Turing, even if he is just a step to further research. In fact, he was preparing to publish his findings involving Turing, and I know it's going to make one heck of a splash in the scientific community.
新しい生命の誕生みたいなものだからね。
See, the most impressive part about you, Turing, is that you're surprisingly stock.
I assure you, Melody, my construction involves only the latest and greatest in ROM prototype technology.
Exactly. You're not off the shelf, but you're still just a souped-up ROM, more or less like every other one out there.
量産はできないんだね。
Your personality algorithms are impressive, but they don't require some new space-age technology to work.
確かに。
Hayden is going to propose that human consciousness transference does not require special brain-like hardware architecture, but merely the right software wrapper to interface with the hardware. Much like how you function.
I suppose that is correct. Still, my personality matrices do take up substantial amounts of my processing power. Wouldn't custom hardware have capabilities that better serve such a demanding specialized task?
Sure. There's still plenty of reason in trying to make a computer that works just like a human brain. Efficiency is an important part of that. But if Hayden can emulate the human mind in existing technology, it means we can start the immortality now, rather than waiting for hardware to catch up with Hayden's software.
はあ。今のテクノロジーを使って人間の思考を再現できるのであれば、私たちはハードウェアの進化がヘイデンのソフトウェアに追いつくのを待たずに不老不死を手にすることができる。
Frankly, I'm not terribly interested in living forever. But there's more than enough people who are.
Thank you for this, Melody.
サイコパスみたいな感じかな。
I understand so little of my origins.
Well, I'm sorry I don't know more of the specifics.
ってなると、厨房が今のハードウェアに寄ってるのは何か意味があったのかな。
Hayden kept me up to date on his progress, but only in the vaguest of ways. If you can hunt down his notes, I'm sure they'll tell you more.
Of course, we'll keep looking. Now, perhaps we could ask some other questions?
Sure.
これ聞いていいのかな。あなたとフェアライトの間で何が？
Oh, hell, that old bastard and I have been flashing daggers at each other for the better part of 20 years. I contracted out the software development for our first-gen direct-link VR neural implants to System 1. Things were going great, but after the first models sold like gangbusters, Yannick tried to get into bed with me, literally.
Oh.
I turned him down, very politely, I might add, and then suddenly all of the cooperation between our companies dried up.
とても丁寧にねは絶対ビンタしてるよね。
We've been at it back and forth ever since.
え、そんな理由？
I'd be damned careful about trusting him if I were you.
はあ。まあメロディーがステ 敵な女性だったっていうことは分かったけど。
He's a snake, and he'll do anything he can to get what he wants.
そのために近づいてきたってわけでしょ。
Still, I suppose if he tried again now, I might not turn him down.
サイですか。
It would be fun to needle him about me still having my own company when he doesn't have his.
年寄りの道楽だ。っていうことは、やっぱり病院で近づいてきたことには何か意味があるんだよね、フェアライト。
Good. I can get back to my retirement.
Thank you for your time, Melody. We'll be in touch later.
ありがとうね。
Oh, one more piece of information for you, if you'd like it. I've got the contact info for a Vincent Mensah, who I think might be of help to you.
何者だい？
Vincent was working more closely with Hayden inside Parallax, mostly on his company-approved research on data collating algorithms for the mesh. I'll send him a message and ask him to meet you somewhere. He owes me a favor anyway, and might be able to give you some more information on anything else Hayden may have been working on.
That would be fantastic, Melody. Perhaps Golden Gate Park.
あ、またゴールデンゲートパークだ。
Be careful, Turing. I don't like Fairlight's stench all over this scenario. Don't show him too many of your cards.
はい。
Cards? This euphemism is unfamiliar to me.
Don't tell him anything if you can. Fairlight is more dangerous the more he's informed.
どう判断したものか。
Thank you, Aunt Melody. Wish us luck.
ははは、もう孫の気分だね。ああ、すごい濃い内容だった。今回はここまでにします。また次回。